Welcome to No Man's Sky Permadeath mode, and I thought I'd start with a kind of high level view of my new base. You can see here I've laid out my exocraft platforms so I can recall the craft should they get lost. I've got 5 geoderms. They've taken quite a lot of time and effort to set up. I've got my vault room on the end there. You can also see, I know it's night, but you can also see I've actually started to colour some of the domes, and I've got a green one around here. And this is going to form the core of my base. I'm not sure if I'm going to expand it further. If I come in here, guys, you will see I've got rows of gamma root. They're in rows of 8. 8 gamma root represents effectively 1 living glass. So, and the plan is for these to expand so that I can actually make 16 living glass. And that will give me an income, if I really want to optimize it, of around 11 million credits an hour. But you can see here these are actually growing, but they're not quite ready yet. They grow quite quickly outside actually, guys, but the reason I'm keeping them in groups of 8 is so as I'm setting things up I can actually see how many potential living glass I've actually got. And if I kind of go in, because of the areas here, and I'll show you my vault room first. It's all set up, and what I've done since the end of the last part is I've actually coloured it. The red is obviously plutonium and thallium, and the yellow is titanium and zinc, and the one in the middle, which isn't coloured, is a kind of neutral ground between the two. And we've got obviously a blue storage for platinum and rhizonite, and I've got 2 for the kind of aluminium and emerald and all that. Then I've got the 3 at the end here. At the moment are currently unassigned. I don't think this one's actually got anything in it at all. Oh no, I'm storing my nanites in here. I've got some sulfurine in there. I don't know why that got in there. And of course the one in the centre here is what you could call my financial production overflow at the moment. You can see I've got 7 lubricants in here, simply because I'm actually been concentrating on building up my frost crystals. And the way the base works in order to get to my maximum production is I need 2 geodomes of frost crystals, and you can see here at the moment this one is not complete. And the problem I've been having, strangely enough, is thallium. And if I come down to this one, and I've gone for this design where you come up through the center because it means I get 16 plants per geodome. And you can see this one is all frost crystals, and then the idea is the green one in the corner. The reason I made this green is you can see because of the similarity of the base, I can get lost in it. In this one here, the idea is I'm gonna I've got some fungal busters. I'll harvest those while I'm at it. Fungal mold. I'm going to have 8 frost crystals in here, or frost warts in here, and the rest will be fungal mold. Reason for that is that I want to carry on, still have the option of making explosives and circuit boards, and for that reason is why in this one here I've got some cactus root, some mordites, and star bulbs. I'm still manufacturing the star bulbs. Grab those. Not that I really need them. And of course I've got a door out here which takes me to my bit so I can get to my exocraft without kind of walking outside. Not need to worry. Of course this one here is copperite. So there's 16 copperite here. Once that is all built up, that will give me the capability of doing 8 living glass per cycle. And I'm just going to go into big boy, so I want to show you what I've been doing in this one. What I've been doing in here is I'm storing mortite, and I will store the fungal mold. I've been making unstable crystals. I've also been making some circuit boards, not so much to sell, but just in case for some reason in the future I need circuit boards. You can see here I've already made 8 living glass, so I'm going to kind of sell that off once I go somewhere. And of course we can send that to the Colossus. I'm not going to make any money out of them at the moment. I'm just going to store that stuff there. And as I said, thanks for the comments, guys. Lots and lots of comments. And I do agree with the comments about maybe I should have stripped the base down a lot more, because I mean, it was fun going out and mining the iron and carbon, and it gave me a chance to explore the planet a little bit. My big disappointment now is if I come out here, where you destroy everything. It's a bit of a pain in the neck. I've been practicing, but it just doesn't seem to be worth the effort anymore. But as I say, my biggest problem has been thallium, believe it or not, guys. I just can't seem to get enough thallium, because I know it's only 40 thallium a shot to put these plants out, but I went through all my reserves of thallium and I had quite a pile. And basically all the thallium I got left now is in here, and I've got 123 thallium. And I even went up and found a desolate planet, and even that now isn't the big reserves of thallium we used to get. So that's actually been the biggest problem of all. But I'm okay with it. I think I can just let these build up over time, because I mean I've now made, I mean I've got 52 million, and I think once I go up and actually cash the 9 latest up, I'll be over that quite easily, which I intend to do in a minute, because I think I've had enough of roving around and building. And what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to do another Atlas path, because what I really would like to do is, so I think we'll go to the current system. I think that's the nearest one for the Atlas path. We're soon going to find out. And this isn't the richest of systems as well. Maybe I didn't spend enough time checking this system out. I've been looking at the other planets, and they're okay, but they're not massive origins of resources. Get up here, and of course we're going to sell off all this stuff. I'm not into min-maxing. That's quite a nice view of the system here. So I'm not really into min-maxing prices. I'm quite happy just to flog the stuff off and move on. So we're just going to sell this, and I think right, I'll get rid of those Corvax cubes as well. There's not a lot in there, and of course they are so that 5.7 million. That's all. I don't know if I've got any more junk in here. I've got power cells. I've even had to resort to power cells in order to ensure when I'm out exploring, simply because of my shortage of thallium. And actually I should have, see if they got here. I think I've already tapped out the thallium in this base. Yeah. See if I can buy any more. Yep. No thallium for sale here. Actually, let's check the. I don't have my nanites with me, but just out of curiosity, I'm just going to check here. Read all that lot, or I'm just going to flip through these. I think we've read these enough of these messages. See what this guy's got. Not really interested in the Blaze Javelin. Maybe once I've got a full 24 level there. The Pulse Splitter, I don't know if that's actually any good. The trouble with the Pulse Splitter is the cost of the upgrade. Splitter can increases damage done by a Pulse Splitter weapon by a moderate amount. Yeah, well. Anyway, let's get down and do a bit more of the Atlas path. And there we are. We're in the Trusty Steed. We're going to save. And we're just going to get out. Let's say I've checked this planet out, and it's okay, but the star bulbs. I also went over to the cactus one, and again, the resources weren't as good as I was hoping for. So let's get in here, and yep, there's the Atlas path. We can, yeah, I should have the fuel for this. So let's get on our way as quickly as possible. and of course that gives us one more jump in the process of getting to there. So what we got here, 3 planets. Great. Conflict, unthreatening, I didn't catch that rest of that, never mind. So let's, what I will do is, I've also been mining asteroids. Oh, data injection. That means I've got a message. No. Okay. Yeah, I even resorted to mining in space, and that actually became my main source of thallium, but it's still quite a time-consuming process. And it was also a very good way in doing that. Also helped me top up my iron, and I even managed to kill a few pirates in the process as well, guys. And yeah. Oh, this is the one with the 3 species hanging in space. Remember this one from first time round. Just gonna get down and probably learn to gather the words up. Actually, there's a few more of the word globes here. That's cool. Word for storage. While I'm doing this, guys, I do want to get out and start finding manufacturing bases. I was kind of thinking whilst I was actually building, because I often do that, and I haven't actually done that much planetary exploration in this series. I've been so busy running around doing something, and believe it or not, I actually got a bit sentimental for the good old days of the first release of No Man's Sky, when all you had to do was build up your inventory, get a 48 slot ship, and just charge off to the centre of the galaxy. There's so much to do now, and all that. Almost getting to the centre of the galaxy is becoming almost an afterthought at the moment. I thought I was kind of thinking. It's a bit strange, really, but we'll get to the centre of the galaxy eventually. But I do want to look at this advanced crafting that Phil Silvers and Catching Z's have been talking about. They've convinced me that it's a really good source of cash, and I've got no idea what you've said. And again, when I dream, I see the Atlas. When I see the Atlas, I dream. I see Sentinels swarm through the universe like an infection emerging from the world of glass. Everything is happy there. Everything we will live. I see the portals, I see the travellers that walk between them. I see the span of history, I see everything as the Atlas sees it, alone, abandoned, terrified. But what power could instill fear into the heart of the Almighty? It asks for something, it wants to know if I understand. Yes, I do understand. I have become the harbinger of and the pathfinder, the seeker of ways. Through me the universe will know itself. And we've got another product formula. I actually do want to craft those, and I've now got the resources to do it. Of course, we're going to pick up the rest of the words, and it'd be nice now for Nada and Polo to show up, but you never know. Not so many words on this side. Oh, we got a word for interrogator. Obviously. Oh, I'm exhausted. Keyword for vessel. This is a really nice haul, actually. Obviously, the Vakeen are a lot more forthcoming with their words than the other species. Okay. So we've completed our next step. And as I say, I was hoping that Nada and Polo will show up. It's out again. So then I can get the second tier warp drive, but you never know. So let's get out. But I think that's the only way you can really do it, is by travelling and moving on between systems. clear. Pick up the space station. Come on, Nada and Polo. Got a frost crystal planet. Have to fly around. And we're just... look at that, a little bit of Famium. So, in the next few parts, for a little while, you're going to see me blasting asteroids. Okay, let's get around the other side. The entrance always seems to face the nearest planet. So we'll just check out the space station. And of course we're going to need to teleport back. Oh look, we've got a couple of freighters there. Don't seem to get the space battles. I mean, in my last series, virtually every system I landed in. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. Oh, that's cool. I've got to check it out, guys. Warrior makes a bark of acceptance in his willingness to trade. Prepare their cargo for inspection. Ah, it's only 29 slots. No, it's a B class though, actually. So, got 30. And I could get it for 50,000. B class. But then I would have to upgrade it. Yeah. And I'd actually lose a slot in that. What I will do is see if he's got any Famium. Let's just flip through here again. It'd be really nice if you could actually just stay in the menu. Plutonium, don't want plutonium. Okay. Go up here. Just check out here. See what we've got. Oh, Mr. Pekin. Talk to this guy. Not much for you. Iform greets me and gestures a series of charts in front of them. They appear to be adding their own notes and adding what appears to be tallies of certain locations. We'll mark an area in the north. Warrior nods and thanks and appears to ready themselves for some great action. I wonder what I have caused. Don't seem to get anything from them now. You just... Okay, let's see. If you've got any nice cool multi-tool upgrades, which... Got a few more words in the Vakeen now. He glares at me, approach trying to turn a grimace into a smile, yes. Got here. Right, I think we will be back for that. That would give me +2. And again, I had the suggestion that, look at that, that's the irony. Now I've got one, it actually turns up in here. I do need, because I need to be able to mine faster, I really need to start upgrading my mining beam and giving it a bit more clout from a defensive perspective. Won't do any damage, I don't think. Okay. Let's see. Famium. I don't have anything to really to sell, so. And oh, got here 51,000. No, nothing here. That didn't I? Offset maximum. Won't bother. Got a fancy headdress on them. Sure, the colours are a little bit more vibrant now than they were before. Okay, shields at maximum. See, they're not into growing plants in this system. I've think what I'm going to do, guys, and apologies for this, I'm going to go back to my base and do a bit of harvesting, because I do need to make some of the cash. And I know it can be a bit boring, but maybe just kind of sharing one harvest with you of my new kind of empire base. Grab that, I'm at it, and I'm probably going to do it. Definitely don't like growing plants here, do they? So I think we're going to go back, and of course this will open up the link to my base. And sometimes when you teleport back in again, Nada and Polar show up. Ha! That's famous last words. And of course, skip that. Go outside and grab these. What I have found is if you plant these too close together, it makes them actually difficult to harvest. That's why I've kind of spaced this side out a little bit more compared to the other side. And so like I've put a bigger space between the various plants. Come on, don't mess about. Where on this side, see where I've put them closer together, sometimes they don't seem to actually pick up that well when I get closer to them. Oops, no, I don't want that. Ha! Go away, I don't want the terrain tool. I am recording this early in the morning, and it's the first proper morning after the clocks have changed, and to be honest, I'm a little bit out of sync. Well, the clocks actually went back, and when they mess around with the clocks, it always messes me up big time. And so apologies if I'm kind of not 100% with it. And it's also why my schedule's probably been slightly damaged, in the sense that I didn't actually record anything at all yesterday, because that was obviously the Sunday. I'm recording this on Monday morning, and I just woke up with a splitting headache. So anyway, that's my problem, not your problem, guys. So right, we got that. And I think I probably better have filled up the space. So I think, oh, now we got plenty of, and we'll just make. Oops, I should have done it the quick way. Is keep forgetting to do the resources like that, and of course, come up and grab the copyright. And obviously I'm gaining copyrights because I've got all 16 of the copyright out, but it's actually working quite well because I had a big surplus of gamma roots. That's why, I'll show you in a minute, guys. Right, that's that gathered. I kind of so one of the reasons I color coded this base was so that I don't get lost, and I'm still getting lost. That's it, this way. If I kind of show you here, and I've got that here, but what I do have over here is a surplus of gamma root. So should be able to come here, and as you can see here, this is what I built up on my previous base. So we should be able to do here, and I should be able to do now more lubricant. But of course you can see here, my problem at the moment is frost crystals, because I've got a surplus of gamma root here. Actually, what I could do is I bring that in there. See here, I've got an excess of lubricant at the moment, but that will catch up over time. Actually, I think this is the one with my, yeah, this is my overflow of gamma root at the moment. So what I can do, I think I'll probably get 2 more. Yeah. Well, I could probably make another one, but it's not urgent. And we'll just shove this in here, and we'll put the copyright in there, and I've got, and that can go into there. What I will do is I will hang around off on the base, because obviously frost crystals have a 15-minute growth cycle, and that means that although I've allowed for 40 in my growth cycle, I don't really need that all 40, because in fact I could probably get away with 20, but that means I would have to hang around the base a lot. So what I will probably do in off camera is to catch up with that backlog. I will harvest more and more frost crystals, but I think before I go, I want to come down here and harvest some of my extra stuff, if any of it's come here. The mordite, that can, just going to shove that, and of course I want the echinaceous cactus roots. I don't think there's anything. Oh, I don't know, the frost mold might have actually done it. It's going to send that to the Colossus, because at the moment I'm still building that up, and of course what we'll do is come across. Oops, no, I've gone the wrong way again. Maybe I need to change the colours a bit. That's that way. Go here and turn left into green. I'm going to get some more, grab some more fungal mould, and again that can go to the Colossus. I might actually, yeah, I've got the exit craft here, but as I say, this is just my kind of backup reserve at the moment. I don't think I can build polyfiber. I can build that, but I don't really want to at the moment. See, I still don't have 600. I mean, this is a very inefficient way. As I say, I'm more interested in making the circuit boards at the moment, just in case. Right, so I think that's I've done here. One window our way back to the base, and I'm aware that we're up to about half an hour on this video. I think what I'm going to do is we're going to go back to where we've just been, and I think I'm going to check out the planets. We're going to go to Eucharostra station, see if Nada and Polo shows up. I'm hopeful, and maybe we'll go check out those freighters. Maybe I can buy a cheap freighter. Ha! I just actually, let's check this guy out. If he's got any quick missions that might be worth doing. Okay. Let's just get through here. Lifeform access is distant missions. Okay, let's get a mission. What can we get here? Raid planetary harvester. What is that? Client seems to require a harvesting business operates. This server, they would be unwise to proceed without conducting a thorough investigation. Discreet venture to enter the target facility to acquire whatever data they can. There'd be great use in deciding what to do to go ahead. Get 8,500 now. Let's accept that. I've got no idea what a planetary harvester is. I'm gonna flip out of that and leave. Got no idea what a plant. Okay. Due diligence. Raid a planetary harvester and steal data. Okay. That actually might take us down on a planet. Give us a reason to visit a planet as well. Due diligence. Steal industrial secrets. I'm going to be a spy. And of course we're going to drop a save. And of course I didn't actually sell off just sell off the living glass. Right, I'm just going to pop across and sell this stuff, guys, and then I'll be right back. Right, here we are, guys. We're out in space. This mission is literally right in front of us, so we might as well go down and actually check it out. It's on the cold planet, and you never know. Cold planets can be a good source of famine, actually, because they tend to be quite resource rich. Okay, what is this? This looks very much like an abandoned. Oh well, I've got plenty of plutonium. I've got some gold there actually as well. Not that I really need gold. Okay, can't see a landing. Oh yes, there is. No. Yep. Okay. Ah, this is going to be a base with still reinforced door, isn't it? So it's not an abandoned building. Okay, take off. Just up there, might as well scan them for luck. Okay. And I do need to work on. Okay, change beans. I don't know if it's that base gone. Having the trees in the way. No, I can't get a line up on the door. That tree's a pain in the neck. Okay. I'm gonna have to do a bit of forestry before I actually do anything. Let's come back into land. Getting some creatures while I'm at it. Okay, let's clear the trees out the way. I need the carbon anyway. Right, that should give me a clear line of sight. Come in and actually destroy the door, so it's getting a bit cold actually. Let's get rid of that one there as well. Yeah, we'll be okay, don't worry about it. Okay. Right, let's get out. There's the entrance, there we are. Yeah, that's better. And over the top of the building. Oops. Bit of a rough landing. And we're back again. Have I got you? Nope. Over there. Wow, we're doing great for the creatures here. Okay, let's go and steal some knowledge. And encryption bypass, data core online. I approach the terminal. The information the client requires is unencrypted and ready and available. I have data there. I suppose I won't be able to now use this base for anything else. Yeah, it's gone off now. Oh well, never mind. I would never have found the base anyway, so it's not like it's a great loss. And it's gonna put here. And we've got a little bit more, some nanite clusters. And I was do is claim the base and keep the cash flowing in. Well, shards. And is there any more creatures around here that need to be scanned? Predator there. Okay. Keep an eye out for the predator. Where are you? Are you the predator? Yeah, you're stalking. Not anymore. I may not be able to mine iron with it, but I can certainly blow creatures apart with it. Right, throw a scan out. Plutonium, plutonium. Oh, come on. Give me at least a little bit of thallium. I don't think I recall getting you. Yes, I've got 6 out of 10. Maybe I will explore this planet. Get the creatures. Yes. We're okay, don't worry about it. Right, I think just to wind this part up, guys, I think I'm going to go up and check out those freighters. I think we'll be back to this planet. Okay. They've probably gone anyway. Yeah, I know that's there. I head back towards the base. Or the... Right, so head here. Where were those freighters? Oh, don't tell me they've gone. Oh, what a pain. I should have gone and visited them straight away. Oh, blow something up. Won't be thallium, but that's iridium. One thing I have found the Cyclone Ballista good for is actually mining meteorites. It seems to have a bit more clout. No thallium here though. Anyway guys, I don't think you want to see me actually, see it's got a range and those freighters have disappeared. I think this is where I'm going to wind the part up, guys. We'll just go and claim the mission and get a little bit more cash. And that will be it for this part. Life's getting interesting. There's so many things to do. As I say, now I've got my base set up. The next target is to get into some of this advanced manufacturing, make even more cash, because of course the ultimate objective is a freighter, so that I can start getting multiple ships, because I'm really starting to miss not having multiple ships, and I certainly want some unique ships as well. So it's not going to be just collecting the necessary ships, because technically you could get by with 3. That is a hauler, an explorer and a fighter, but I'd like to get a few unique ships as well, just for the fun of it. And I'm just gonna give it, catch this, hand in the mission, and we've made 8,000. Well, not a fantastic amount, and we've got a little bit of standing. I'm not going to do another mission just here. And I think this is where I'm going to leave it, guys. Hope you've enjoyed the episode. Hope you found it interesting. We'll leave with a view out of the portal. As I say, from now on, I'm going to get a bit more focused now on exploration, as I say, looking for a freighter, maybe getting into the manufacturing, and you guys, you know who you are, can give me some tips on what formulas I'm actually looking for in order to build up, because I'm sure it's, well, the impression I've got from your comments is that it takes a lot of effort to actually reap the benefits of it. But this is where I'm going to leave it, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video, hope you found it interesting, and until next time, whatever you do, enjoy your gaming.